Hi, I'm Heather Moore, and this is the Cable News Roundup for March 25th, 2015. Let's start with Fox News and the O'Reilly factor. He starts his show discussing Bo Bergdahl. He's being charged by the Army for deserting his unit in Afghanistan. Then he goes on to say that politicians with conservative beliefs are treated unfairly by mainstream media. President Obama turned down a meeting with the Secretary General of NATO, and a National Geographic movie is coming out about Jesus, and finally discussing Ted Cruz's run for president. In the Kelly File, she also begins discussing Bo Bergdahl, and he was swapped about a year ago with 5 members of the Taliban who were in Guantanamo Bay, and she says that the swap wasn't worth it because of these new desertion charges. Then she discusses reasons why Hillary Clinton didn't sign the exit form as head of state, and finally Ted Cruz's 2016 run for president and why the mainstream media is being unfair to him. Hannity discusses the Oklahoma University student. He was videotaped for starting a racist chant, and he's been expelled. He made an apology, and Hannity says that he should be forgiven. The prisoner exchange with Bo Bergdahl was a mistake because of these new desertion charges. And finally, Panama City spring breakers are going wild and putting the town in danger. Now let's switch to MSNBC. We'll start with All In. Jeb Bush is raising money for his 2016 presidential campaign alongside his brother and father. Then Hayes discusses an article about race in Hollywood. And then he discusses the conservative website, The Daily Caller. There was an email exchange between Tucker Carlson and his brother, and it was very rude. It was posted by BuzzFeed. And then Rachel Maddow. One pilot was locked out of the cockpit during the Germanwings plane crash in the French Alps. Saudi Arabia is conducting airstrikes in Yemen against Iran-backed Houthi rebels. When a drone crashes, it reveals information about U.S. surveillance that we wouldn't want our enemies to know. And the last word, it also discusses the lone pilot in the cockpit of the Germanwings crash. U.S. officials are supporting the Saudi Arabia airstrikes against the Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. And then he also discusses the Oklahoma University student who made the apology for starting the racist chant. And he basically says the opposite of Hannity, that it was insincere, a day late, and $1 short. So now you know.